Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to possibly the last video for this Steam Spring Sale. I have covered most of the things I wanted to cover, and at the moment I'm struggling to make entire lists for different type of things that I wanted since I've already covered them and I don't like repeating too much. So this is a video for racing games and I have added a few repeats here. So first we start with Ridge Racer Unbounded. So an older racing title. I bought this myself in the autumn sale maybe or the winter sale, and I played a little bit. It's actually kind of hard. Now the negative reviews here are from mostly people who say this is not connected to the Ridge Racer games. So apart from that, I don't think the criticism is like anything extreme. It's just a normal racing game with some abilities and stuff. I found it a little challenging. So this is now 75% off, 164 in India, $249, £2 and €249. There is an unbounded bundle which includes all the extra stuff, and it's not too much more. So I would say get this. 246 in India, $374, £3 and €374. With older racing games like these, I try to buy them because I'm always worried they get removed. Now this one doesn't have licensed cars, so it should be around. It shouldn't get removed. But a lot of these games, the publishers completely neglect them. They don't even bother putting them on sale a lot of the time. So there is that as well. Next up is Inertial Drift. So another game that I really like. It's a newer game and it's made by P-Cube, published by P-Cube. So this is a anime style game, you could say, because if you look at the name it reminds you of that anime, and the art style is also very nice, cel shaded style, I guess. The interesting mechanic with this one is you use the right analog stick for drifting. So normal racing with the usual buttons, but instead of you braking and drifting, you just use the right stick for drifting, and that actually is quite easy to get into. And yeah, it's a nice little game, very cheap as well, and there is a DLC out as well, I think. So this is 60% off for the base game, 211 in India, $8, £679 and €8. Next is Electro Ride, the Neon Racing. So another retro racing style game with an Eastern theme. So you have sort of Eastern European style of cars, Ladas and stuff like that, I guess. Again, not licensed cars, so similar looking. With this one here, again an arcade racer. The way this works is on the racetrack itself, there are colored areas, and if you have the same colored car as that area, you get a bit of a boost. Again, a simple little arcade racer. There's a bit of a career thing where you unlock different cars as you go through all the races around the eastern areas, Eastern Europe basically. So this is 60% off once again, 167 in India, $519, £4 and 11 pence, and €431. Next is Horizon Chase Turbo. Now this is a bit more of a popular game, a very retro inspired arcade racer, and it's actually pretty decent. There's lots of cars and races and things like that. They've also made a separate DLC called the Senna Forever DLC, where you have F1 style cars that you can race, some of the cars that Ayrton Senna race. So very nice little DLC here as well. So this is for the base game, 116, 80% off, $4, £3 and 9 pence, and €335. And the Senna edition includes the Senna DLC, is 75% off. So you could buy it separately later, or you could buy this version. Next is Art of Rally. So another sort of top-down style racing game, arcade, not arcade actually. This is a more sim-like. This is a rally game, and you have to be really good to drive this because this is not easy. I've tried it and it's kind of hard. So again, very beautiful looking game. As you can see here, the art style is very nice. And this is 40% off, 341 in India, $15, £1169 and €1259. Dirt Rally 2.0. So this is like a proper rally sim style game, and this is now a few years old, from Codemasters obviously. Now the base game here is 75% off, 142 in India, $5, £449 and €5. There's a Game of the Year edition which includes the DLCs, and there are quite a few DLCs here. I believe all of these are included in the Game of the Year edition. I'm not 100% sure, but let me know if that is the case. I think I may have asked this question previously as well, because there are quite a lot here and these are not on sale, so I'm guessing maybe they're already added here. Anyway, so this is 75% off for the Game of the Year edition, 239 in India, $10, 874 pounds and 10 euros. Next is Gas Guzzlers Extreme, so another older game that I often mention. Car combat style of racing here. And these cars are again not licensed, so this game should be around. They do look very similar to some official cars though. So this is 65% off, 265 in India, £12.24, $12.24, £9.44 and 11.19 euros. I feel like the price has gone up quite a bit. Next is Retrowave. So I like to mention this game because I just like this. It's not even a proper racing game as such. It's an 80s sort of thing. Supercars from the 80s, synthwave music, neon lighting and stuff. And you basically drive endless driving game. That's the word. That's the word for this one. So you dodge traffic, listen to the music, and just try to dodge traffic for as long as possible. Different tracks, different cars, you unlock stuff. Fairly straightforward game, but it's got a nice feel to it. A lot of people like it. It's out of early access now, and of course it's very, very cheap. Have a look at the price. 62 rupees only, $149, 149 pounds, 149 euros. Couple of DLCs, you get some cash, map pack, custom music. But yeah, just a relaxing little game. Now on to some repeats that I have mentioned in some of the other videos, but they are so cheap I wanted to briefly mention them again. I won't go into details since I've already talked about them. So this is gravel off-road type of game. This is 90% off, 99 in India, $2, 159 pounds and 2 euros. A few DLCs here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can add these, a few free ones as well. Circuit Superstars. So another proper racing game, sim basically, but in the top-down isometric style view. Takes a little while to get used to the controls because when you're sort of looping back and coming towards you, you have to use the opposite sticks basically. So it takes a little time getting used to that, but once you get the hang of it, it's quite fun. So this is 40% off, 317 in India, $12, 899 pounds and 12 euros. Hot Wheels Unleashed. Now this is on a good sale as well, 75% off, 374 in India, $12.49, 10 pounds and 12.49 euros. There's a Game of the Year edition which is a little more, 674 in India, $22.49, 17.49 pounds and 22.49 euros. And then finally we have Forza Horizon 4. So Xbox finally brought this to Steam. Very fun game set in the UK. And it has the changing weather effect, so every week the weather changes to a different season, winter, summer, autumn, spring, etc. And yeah, it's quite a lot of fun. I've actually played a lot of this. I have this one through the Windows Game Store because that version also gets you one for the Xbox. Although I don't have an Xbox, but in the future if I was to get one, I would have a copy of that on the console as well. So this is 67% off for the standard version, 428 in India, $19.79, 18.14 pounds and 23 euros and 9 cents. Now this version, the standard version, is included in the Game Pass, so you could play it from there. And if you're buying, you could consider getting maybe the ultimate version, so you get all the extras. This is 65%, 874 in India, $35, 29.74 pounds and 35 euros. Now before I go, I wanted to mention that there is a spring sale on GOG as well. It started and there are quite a lot of deals, free games and stuff like that. So I'll make a dedicated video for this as well and also explain why some games you should get on GOG because they value game preservation and all those things more. The games are DRM free as well. You don't need a launcher, things like that. So I'll make a separate video, but if you want to have a look, I'll put the link below. You can check it out. And yeah, that's it for this one. I think we are done with the Steam spring sale. Sale ends in 2 days anyway, and I think I've covered it pretty thoroughly. So let me know what you got, and I may make a video with your picks depending on if I find enough interesting games that you guys have bought, because obviously there are some genres that I'm not into, like JRPGs and stuff like that. So if there are some good games from there that you guys have picked up, let me know and maybe I'll make a viewer's recommendation type of video as well. So anyway, thank you for watching and see you next time.